Reduction of our hours to 165 hours will harm the credibility of our industry. People from out of state with more hours will be hired first, therefore taking our jobs. Do you know the contraindications of waxings? Do you know what will happen if you leave a chemical peel on for too long? How deep should the lancet puncture the skin? What happens if you use an unclean extractor tool? No one with 165 hours could answer any of these questions for you. Myself, having 400 hours, do feel confident enough to answer these questions for you, but I do know with confidence behind me that there's a lot more for myself to learn and everyone else. 165 hours is unacceptable.
So last week I had a situation where a classmate constantly waxed over and over again with soft wax when the golden rule is you're only supposed to go over it once and then switch to hard. She had just reached her 200-hour limit, and if she would have stopped at 160, she would not have had the knowledge that she knows now to not do that. So with us taking away from the hours, we can't have the knowledge we need to succeed in our field.
With only a month of training, how do you expect any esthetician to know and understand proper protocols for advanced treatments, like chemical peels? How long to leave the peel on, when to neutralize the peel? Do you know what frosting is, or what it looks like on different skin types?
I work for a makeup store, and one major thing that I've learned here is sanitation, and being able to spread that knowledge out into the world, teaching my coworkers and teaching everybody else that I work with and that I meet about the sanitation and cleaning every single palette that you use and every single brush and making sure everything is clean is a very, very important step. Imagine an artist using her brushes on a client that has an eye infection, and then you coming into that workplace that same day and she does an eye look on you. You're getting that same eye infection, you're getting those germs just because that person did not know how to clean those brushes or sanitize those brushes the right way. Imagine all those germs being spread just because of that one person not knowing anything about sanitation because I didn't go to school or because I didn't get that financial aid because it was cut off for me. This is catastrophic, and I think this needs to be thought of more than what we're doing now, and there needs to be a change.
The cutting of hours in Florida's cosmetology standards are not only detrimental to me personally, but to Florida's cosmetology and aesthetics education and employment as a whole. It'll make it nearly impossible for Florida students to get jobs out of state and in Florida. Not to mention that sanitation and safety will suffer. Experience and technique will be extremely minimal. When I was at 160 hours of my aesthetics program, I didn't even know how to do a basic facial. At 720 hours, I learned how to do dozens of services that people at 160 hours would never be able to accomplish in such a short time. And I personally would not go to or feel comfortable with receiving services from people with such minimal experience.